Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Detroit! From the gun, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Man, how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense. Big play for the defense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go! 319! 319!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hayden Hurst with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go play action. Mayfield throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gordon. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Working out of the gun. Mayfield dumping it off for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they'll go on the ground. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Mayfield on play action. Now he's forced out left. He can run for it, and he will. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. The 40. 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Detroit!
On second down, Mayfield again. He finds an opening past the 40 to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. It's a big play there for the Browns, and even 40 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now a play fake here on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. As that will tap. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Being chased out left. He's to the 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line.
Let's go. Green 39.
Now a handoff looking right. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal. Mayfield to throw it. Powerful running. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Willie Henry in there to drop it for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here's Gonzalez to kick it off. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Here's a give to Richard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Richard on the toss. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff to Richard. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They go play action with Jackson. Man open, it's Jaleel Scott. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Jaleel Scott, 94 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tim Williams in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Got some room at the 30. That's Njoku over the middle. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on it, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. He dumps it to Hyde. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half. See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
Now Jackson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
On second down, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Play action. Now Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
He'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't it?
And now he's got it. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a handoff looking right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns get a score closer.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And the Ravens taking the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The handoff running left, Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Over!
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And that'll bring up second down. Here's Jackson. Going to throw again. Throw left side complete. It's Dawson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. This is Richard. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On the ground, Richard. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Throwing, Mayfield, looking deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A second down throw for Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They go play action. Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end in Njoku. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
They'll give it to him up the middle. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Mayfield now on second down. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll look to throw. steps away to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Richard, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Richard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone.
Now Jackson. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Ward. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.